Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm filming a really exciting 3 looks video with the newest palette from Nomad Cosmetics. So if you want to see some swatches, see 3 different eye looks and hear my review, then just keep watching. If you guys are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Karen Harris. I like to film tan girl friendly makeup videos here on my channel. If you like new makeup releases, seeing lots of eyeshadow looks, hearing my thoughts on new makeup, and talking about new makeup releases, this is the place for you. Highly recommend subscribing to my channel, turning on that bell so you're notified every time I post. And without further blabbering, let's get into it. Okay, I am so pumped because Nomad Cosmetics was so kind and they sent me this palette in advance. So this is their Whistler Snow Lodge palette and it is designed on location while hitting the slopes in Whistler, BC. Proud supporters of Whistler Community Foundation, manufactured at Nomad Labs in China. Net weight is 15 shades at 0.05 ounces or 1.5 grams with a 12-month shelf life. This is a cruelty-free and vegan palette from Nomad Cosmetics and I am so excited. Oh my goodness, I am going to insert some swatches of the palette so you guys can see the beautiful shades. Hopefully I did a good job with the swatches. Let me know. I'm trying to do something a little bit different with these swatches, so hopefully you guys can see the things a little bit close up, but I had so much fun playing with this palette. Okay, so here are all of the shades. I'm going to give you the names from left to right. We have Skiing, Après-ski, Snow Bunny, Powder Specialist, For Fox's Sake, Berry Cool, Whistler, Snowmad, Black Comb, Up to Snow Good, Gone Skiing, Bucking Great, Ski Bum, So Moosed, and Ski Out. Those are all of the swatches of the Nomad palette, and yeah, let me know if you guys like this style because I have a spare camera now that I can try and film swatches on, and if you guys like this style, I might do more of this in videos. I was able to create 3 different looks. This is look number 3. So you guys will see step by step how I did each look. And here are some of my thoughts on the palette. Now I do want to show you guys how this palette came packaged. It was incredibly cute. I love how Nomad does things just a little bit different. So they ship their palettes in envelopes, but they package it in this really cute padding. And this has little stamps of ski goggles and this cute little fox. And once you open it up, the palette's in there, and there's also some really cute cards. So they added this cute little thing that says Nomad Lodge, Whistler, BC, and then on the back it says do not disturb, barely awake. How cute is that? I have to give this to my husband. And then they have this cute little postcard, and yeah, she wrote me a little note on there which I think is so cute. So on the back of the postcard it says New Nomad Whistler Snow Lodge Palette, the story, an epic winter playground. Whistler is for both the white powder specialists and for those who can barely wait for après-ski. The vibrant village, phenomenal slopes, and appreciation for the environment. Whistler is so amusing. It keeps snowmans coming back time and time again. So where better to open our first resort, imaginary of course, than here. Come join us at the Nomad Lodge, the best bucking place in town, and we promise you will have so much fun. The palette, wintry mix of glacial greens, frosty blues, and cozy neutrals, inspired by the Whistler Snow Lodges, surrounded by the mountainous landscape. 7 luxe mattes, 6 lustrous shimmers, and 2 dazzling duochromes full of snowy globe vibes. The cause, keeping it local, we are supporting the Whistler Community Foundation. So I love that. I love everything about this brand. And let's get into the 3 looks that I created with this palette. Okay guys, so we're gonna film look number 1 with the Nomad Lodge palette. I'm so excited. I think for today I'm going to stick to this row because it has the beautiful greens in it, and I might use the shade Ski Out to kind of deepen things up, but we'll see how it goes. So I'm grabbing a blending brush. This is from the Juvia's Place holiday set, and I'm gonna go into the shade Après-ski. Gosh, I suck at pronouncing things, and I'm so sad to ruin the embossing, but oh well, it is what it is, and we're just gonna place that in the crease, and we're gonna blend. Oh my goodness, this color is so beautiful. I love it so much. I'm gonna do both my eyes the same today because it's actually my husband's birthday today, and we are going out to dinner for his birthday, so I don't want two different eye looks. But this color is blending out so beautifully. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, that color, so good, and it blended so effortlessly, which this shade's almost like a minty green, and I have such a rough time with pastels, so I love it. I love this color so much, and it's so nicely pigmented. Okay, next I'm going into the shade Bucking Great, which is a beautiful grungy dark green, and I'm using a Sigma E25, and I'm gonna put that in the outer corner, of course. Oh, I'm so excited for this color. It just looks right up my alley. Oh, so pretty. Oh, this is beautiful. I'm sorry, I'm making funny noises, but you know when you see an eyeshadow palette and it just is like your color story? That's what this palette is. See, Freya agrees with me. This is so simple, oh, but it's so good. So good. And I'm just going to take après-ski and just blend a little bit more. Should we add a little bit of the black? I'm going to get a little bit of ski out on the Sigma brush, and I'm just going to tap that onto the very end here, just to really give it a smoky vibe. Holding my brush like super loose and really just want it to have like a blown out look. So pretty. Okay, eyeballs. I love the shade Very Cool, which is like a gold yellow shade, and then we have Whistler. I think I'm gonna do Whistler and then maybe add some Very Cool in the inner corner. We'll see. I think Freya approves of that plan as well. Okay, so I'm grabbing a flat brush. I'm gonna go into the shade Whistler. So pretty. All the shades have beautiful embossings in them. It kind of kills me to ruin them by dipping my brush into them. So nice. Oh. Can I tell you, this color is fabulous? Like, it looks like a green shimmer in the pan, and I mean, essentially it is a green shimmer, but it's so sparkly and beautiful, and it's just gonna work so nicely for Rill's birthday dinner. I love this combo so very much. Oh my gosh, I can't stop looking at it. Okay, I'm gonna take a little brush and I'm gonna pop a little bit of the shade Ski In, which is like a champagne shimmer shade, and I'm just gonna pop that on the brow bone. I love this look. It's just so simple and easy, but it has so much oomph to it. Okay, so I got this BH Cosmetics eye pencil in the shade Shimmer Teal. I bought these over, I think, like Black Friday when they had a big sale. And I wanted to test these out because they were so affordable. And this color works so perfectly with this eye look. I did bring it kind of into the lower lash line as well as the waterline. And it just works so well with this color combo I have going on my lids. Okay, I grabbed a pencil brush. I'm going to go into the shade Après-ski again. And I'm just going to blend that eyeliner with that shade because it's like the same color as the eyeliner. So we're just going to blend that into the lower lash line. And then I'm going to go into the shade Bucking Great. And then with the same pencil brush, because this is a really tiny pencil brush, I'm going to go into the shade Very Cool, which is that gold yellow shimmer. Give it a little spray, and I'm just going to put that on the inner corner. So this is the look. I am going to finish up the rest of my makeup and I will be right back to show it to you. Okay guys, I mean, I have to call out my earrings because like what could be more appropriate for a like ski themed palette than a little hat and a little glove. And these are from Target, I think 2 years ago, but they actually did another version of these earrings, so I will link them down below for you guys if you're interested. I love earrings. You guys know it's like my thing with my YouTube videos is always having fun earrings. So anyway, this is the completed look. I did throw on a nude lipstick. This is a liquid lipstick from Lime Crime. I don't think they make these anymore, but this series had some of the most beautiful nude shades. So if you ever see them anywhere, just grab them. But this is the shade Fern. And I love this color so much. And let me tell you what else is on my face. So I'm wearing the Bridgerton highlighter in the shade Iridescent Gold, the lighter one. And I've been loving the new NARS foundation. I have been testing this out. This is their new light reflecting foundation. So I love this for my dry skin. I tried the other foundation they launched last year and that one is a little too matte. So if you have a similar skin type to mine, you might like this one. And I'm wearing the shade Syracuse, which is my winter shade in the NARS foundation. And of course I have my soft matte concealer on. And for bronzer, I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury bronzer in the shade Tan. And for blush, I am wearing the Jaclyn Hill blush in the shade Loverboy. And I love this blush. It's so beautiful. Has like a beautiful sheen to it. But yeah, this is the completed look number 1. And so far, so good. Let's roll into look number 2. Hey guys, so I'm going to film look number 2 with my Nomad palette. I've been brainstorming some ideas of what I want to do. And I still want to use the blue shades, so I think I'm gonna start off there. So let's start off with the shade Snow Bunny in the crease. I'm gonna take a Sigma 838 and I'm just gonna apply that onto the crease. I accidentally just bought that blue up a little higher than I wanted to, but that's okay. I'm going to take a clean brush and go into the shade Ski In, which is that first champagne shade. I'm just going to put that in the brow bone because I hate that I put that blue eyeshadow so high up. So that's perfect. That is such a pretty, impactful shade. So I'm just going to put a little bit more of Snow Bunny, and my bunny imprint in my pan is gone. Sad day. Okay, I think that's good. And now I just need a small blending brush. I'm going to use this one from Sonia G. This is a mini booster. It's really tiny. And I'm going to go into the shade Snowmad. Oh, it's such a pretty little gondola imprint. And I'm just going to put that on the outer corner. And I'm going to try and attempt a halo eye. So we're just going to put a little bit of that dark blue on the inner corner. Okay, so as you can see, I did some of the dark blue on the outer corner, inner corner, and left the middle a little bit blank so we can use a beautiful shade right on the lid. Okay, I'm going to use Ski Bum because I just want to do a monochromatic look. And I just heard from other people that have already played with this palette that this shade is amazing, so I want to try it out for myself. Ooh, what the heck? That is so pretty. It's like a pretty purple blue duochrome shade. It's a duochrome, so it's flashing more purple on the lid, but in the pan it looks like a baby blue color. I have a bit of a hooded eye, so I'm just bringing up the blue all the way to the crease as well, the shimmer. And then I need to take that little brush I used and deepen up the corners some more so that it stands out, because I feel like I'm losing that dark blue that I put down. It's like getting kind of like outdone by that duochrome shade, so you can't even really notice it. So I'm just gonna add some more of that shade. I got a ton of fallout. I should have dusted my brush a little bit better. Okay, so I want to use this Denisa Myricks Jade shade in the waterline. I just got this in the mail, so I'm very curious. This is her multi-chrome liner, and it's like a minty to blue shade with a purple shift to it. I don't know how you're supposed to see a multi-chrome shift in a waterline, but we're gonna try it. We're gonna try it. It's so pretty. Even just the jade green is a pretty color. So that is what the swatch of it looks like. I just got in my order from their Melquede sale. So I'm gonna use that as the base. And then I'm gonna grab a pencil brush and I'm gonna go into the shade Snow Bunny. And I'm just gonna wash that blue under the waterline. And then I'm just going to take that same brush and go into Nomad, and I'm just going to put a little bit of that navy blue in the lower lash line. And then I'm going to take more of Ski Bum, and I'm going to put it right on the middle section. Okay, I'm going to take the same brush and I'm going to go into the shade Powder Specialist. It's like a white shade. And I'm going to put some of that in the inner corner, just to give it a little bit of a pop. I think this is like a duochrome. It's like a white purple shade. So I'm just going to place some of it in the inner corner just to brighten things up a little bit. Okay, so I'm almost done. I'm going to finish up the rest of my look and blow dry my hair, and I will be right back to show you guys the completed look. Okay guys, so here is the second eye look with the Nomad Whistler palette. I'm really enjoying this palette so far, and I just want to tell you guys what else is on my face, just in case you're curious. I am trying basically some new products from Denisa Myricks. So the lip shade I actually mixed in this palette. I use this peach shade, and then I use some of this mauve shade. So I use Sweet Cheeks and Tease, kind of mixed it together to get this mauvey lip tone. And then on my cheeks, I'm wearing the shade Sweet Cheeks as a blush. And I'm also wearing her Balm Contour shade in the shade Medium 2. I have on her highlighter as well as her other highlighter, which looks like this. And then in my waterline, I did use the pencil in the shade Jade. So I did use a bunch of new Denisa Myricks products because I did pick these up during a Denisa Myricks sale. I will have a video kind of demoing me putting these products on my face. As far as foundation goes, I'm using the new one from NARS. This is the Light Reflecting Foundation in the shade Syracuse, and I'm really enjoying that. And for concealer, I have on the shade Caramel from the Soft Matte Concealer. And also I did use the Lunar Beauty. This is the lip gloss in the shade Divine. I just used it on top of the lip shade I created with this Denisa Myricks palette to make it look even more juicy. And then I really wanted to set my face, so I did use some of the Charlotte Tilbury powder just to give it a little bit of a matte effect because I was feeling a little bit dewy. But that's everything on my face I just wanted to mention, and this is the look. I also did add a wing liner just because I wanted to amp up the drama. So yeah, that is everything. And now let's get into look number 3. Okay, I'm going to start off with a blending brush, and I'm going to go into the shade called For Fox's Sake right there. It's got the cutest little fox imprint with the fox wearing ski goggles. And my plan is to put this kind of in the crease here. It's like a red-orange matte shade. I guess you could call it a brick shade. And I'm just gonna swish that around on the crease. Freya is going ham on her fingers. If you can hear a sucking noise, that's what's happening. Are you so funny, giving mom the side eye because she's talking about you? That looks so pretty. Oh my goodness. Okay, love that. Can't stop putting it in the crease because it's such a flattering color for my skin tone. Okay, and then I want to go into this shade called Gone Skiing. Looks like it's a dark brown shade. I think it's gonna go really nicely in the outer corner. Okay, that was so easy to do. And now I'm gonna go into the shade Ski Out, which is a black, I think. I haven't swatched this palette yet, so sometimes I'm like, I don't know. Yeah, it's definitely a black. Oh, geez, I'm sorry. This color story has so many like endless possibilities. I honestly could do more looks with this, and I was thinking maybe I could even do 4 looks, but I just got the new Sydney Grace Valentine's kind of palette in, and so I want to do 3 looks with that palette too before it launches, which I think that launches on the 26th. So definitely keep an eye out for that video, because I want to try and have it up for you guys in case you're thinking of shopping that palette. They send me the light version and the dark version, which I'm super duper grateful for, and I think you guys will be interested in seeing like the differences and stuff in that palette. So I want to make sure I have a video up for you. Okay, so I'm going to use the shade Very Cool and the shade Up to Snow Good on the lid. So I'm going to start off with Very Cool, and I'm just going to pick that up on a flat brush. This color is so freaking pretty. So I put it about halfway on my lid, and then I'm going to use the same brush. I'm just going to turn it over and go into the shade Up to Snow Good, and I'm just going to use that to kind of mesh the matte brown and black with the yellow gold, and just kind of mix those two on that part of the lid. Oh my gosh, I love this. I love this color combo. It's very neutral, but so yummy. And I'm just going to use my matte brush to kind of blend. And I think that's it. Pretty simple. Now I want to do the lower lash line. Okay, so for the lower lash line, I kind of want a golden shade, so I'm grabbing ColourPop's Sub-Zero, which is like a yellow gold shade, and we're just going to put that in the lower lash line. And it's like a nice vibrant yellow gold liner. So I'm hoping it'll open up my waterline. And I'm going to go into the shade For Fox's Sake. And we're just going to run that on the waterline. Oh, that For Fox's Sake shade is so pretty. It's like a rusty orangey red color. And then I'm going to use a little bit of Gone Skiing on the very outer corner just to kind of match the two shades. And then I'm going to take the brush and going to go into the shade Ski In, which is that light champagne shade. And I'm just going to throw that on the inner corner. That's such a pretty like inner corner neutral shade, because it's like really bright, which is so nice. And then I'm just going to take this wet and oil brush, tap it on the Ski In shade, and just highlight the brow bone. I think this would be a really pretty face highlighter as well, especially for my skin tone. And that's pretty much the completed eye look. So I'm going to finish up the rest of my face, and I will be right back to show you guys the final look. Okay guys, so here is the final look with the Nomad Whistler BC palette. And let me tell you really quick what else is on my face. So for lip, I grabbed this oldie but a goodie. This is KVD Vegan Beauty in the shade, oh my goodness, Hawkwind. I really like this color. It's like a brown burgundy kind of shade. And then for blush, I did use the shade Tease from the Danessa Myricks palette. I'm also wearing her contour shade, and I am wearing her Balm highlighter. This one, it's in the shade Morning Dew, and I topped it with the highlighter from the Bridgerton palette with Pat McGrath. And then I'm wearing the NARS Light Reflecting Foundation, and I used a little bit of the Danessa Myricks Illuminating Veil in the shade Radiance underneath the foundation. For concealer, I have on this shade called Caramel in the Soft Matte Concealer from NARS, and I think that's pretty much everything as far as the other makeup that's on my face. I will try and link all of the makeup I used in the 3 different looks down in my description box, and if there's any jewelry I can link, I'll do that down there as well. But yeah, this is look number 3, and I really had a lot of fun playing with the different color stories in this palette. Like I said, I feel like I could do even more looks because all of these shades pair so well together. Now, really quick before I end this video, I want to compare this palette to some of the palettes that I already have from Nomad Cosmetics for you guys. Okay, so I don't have all the Nomad palettes, but I have quite a few of them, and I just wanted to do some comparisons. So this is the Nomad Lake Como palette. So I just wanted to include some side-by-side comparisons in case you guys have some of these palettes. I know with the start of the year, a lot of people are on like no buys and low buys, so I just want to offer some help with trying to maybe fight the temptation. This is the Tokyo palette. I don't see really any comparison there, but I figured I'd show it to you guys. This is the Haunted Europe palette, and this palette is gorgeous. It came out last year around Halloween time, and I thought maybe some of these greens, but actually they look very different, so that's nice that you won't really have much like a repetition, let's say. And then I have the Orient Express, which was one of my favorite Nomad palettes for a long time, but I swear all the palettes they launched last year were so good. Okay, this is one of my favorites from last year as well. This is the Iceland palette. So pretty. I just love all these themes and the color stories. And then here's National Parks. Again, there's some greens in this palette, but I don't think they're similar to the new Whistler palette at all. And I'm so appreciative of Nomad for sending this my way. If they hadn't sent this to me, I would have bought it. And if you guys are looking to purchase this palette, go ahead and use the code Angelica. It is an affiliated code, and she will make a small commission if you use her code, which I think is awesome. And I know my friends are also posting videos on this palette, so I will link some channels down below if you guys want to see even more eyeshadow looks with the new palette. I think that'll really help you guys decide if you want this palette or not. So as far as my review on this palette, I think this is a really nice palette from Nomad Cosmetics. They're really starting the year off strong here. So I think that since the Iceland palette is a kind of another palette that's based on a really cold theme, I can definitely see the differences here. I mean, they're very nuanced, but they did such a good job. So in this palette, they kind of hit the more Northern Lights kind of color story. They included these fiery oranges and reds to capture the essence of like the volcanoes and the volcanic activity in Iceland, which I think is really cool. They also did a little bit of an homage to snow and things like that. But in the Whistler palette, they included this row of neutrals, which I think kind of captures the essence of like evergreen trees and that woodsy vibe. It has like really cute little nods to the different parts of the world that they travel to, which I think is really cool. The other thing I really like about this palette too is that you can do a neutral look or something like this. Even if you left out the red shade that I use kind of in the outer corner, I think you would be able to do some really pretty neutral looks with this palette. And I like the shades King. I'm trying to think of like what my favorite shade in this palette is, but I love all the metallics. I think they're really nice. Super duper simple color story, but also really able to mix and match the shades and build up some really complex, fun eyeshadow looks. So I can't wait to see what everyone out there creates with this palette, because I know there are people out there that are way more talented than me when it comes to eyeshadow looks, and I'm very excited to see what they come up with. So that is everything for my review on the Whistler palette from Nomad Cosmetics. Thank you again to Nomad for sending this my way. Let me know down in the comments which look was your favorite. Was it 1, 2, or 3? You guys know I love hearing from you and chatting with you guys down there. So I really appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and I will see you in another video tomorrow or the day after that. Bye for now, guys.